Imagine you are a skilled fighter in the ring facing off against an opponent. As you both circle each other, you focus on observing their movements like a well-tuned radar system tracking its target. When your opponent is about to throw a jab, you look for certain key indicators, similar to how a mechanic studies the function of a machine. Watch for subtle shifts in their weight distribution, a slight rotation of their hips or a quick flicker of their shoulder. These are like the initial warnings a machine gives before it springs into action. As you decipher these body mechanics, your mind is already formulating a plan of action. Will you slip to the side and counter with a hook, or perhaps utilize a quick parry followed by a lightning-fast cross? Your response will be based not only on the movements you observe, but also your own intuition and experience honed through countless hours of training and practice. In the world of fighting, reading your opponent's body mechanics to anticipate their next move is like reading the weather to predict a storm. Just as a drop in temperature and darkening clouds indicate an incoming storm, subtle shifts in your opponent's stance, weight distribution, and shoulder movements can signal an oncoming jab. When you spot these clues early on, it's akin to seeing the first signs of a storm brewing. You know it's coming, and you must prepare accordingly. Depending on your opponent's stance position at the time they telegraph the jab, you have to choose your defensive move wisely, just as different weather conditions call for different preparations. If your opponent is squared up and balanced on both feet, it's like facing a steady breeze before a storm. A straightforward jab may be coming. In this case, a quick parry or slip to the side could be the ideal defensive move, like putting on a raincoat to shield yourself from the impending downpour. Visualize the body mechanics of a fighter being like reading the weather patterns in the sky. When assessing if your opponent is about to throw a jab, you should focus on the subtle cues just like a meteorologist studies the clouds. If your opponent is more front-foot heavy or has a slight lean in one direction, it's akin to noticing dark and heavy clouds forming in one corner of the sky. This indicates a higher chance of rain, or in your case, a jab coming your way. In response, just as a farmer would prepare by securing their crops before the storm hits, a fighter should anticipate the jab by adjusting their stance or positioning themselves defensively according to the direction of the lean. It's about being proactive and ready to defend against the incoming strike, much like seeking cover before the rain pours down.